born March 30th, 1987, was a Chinese photographer known for boldly representing sexuality through nude portraiture. His signature, erotic yet playful photographs have gained him worldwide recognition. During his career, he shot for publications like Gucci and Vogue. However, in his home country, Hang was arrested 3 times by Chinese authorities for perceived eroticism in his work. However, Hang insisted his work was not taboo. He doesn't intentionally push boundaries. To quote him, "I just do what I do." Hang suffered from major depression and died in 2017 by suicide at the age of 29. This photograph is from Hang's most well-known collection called My Mom, in which he photographs his mother. So in this photo, we see a picture of his mother. She's holding 2 cigarettes and 2 hands come over her shoulders, bearing another 2 cigarettes. The smoke billows in front of her face, and she's wearing this nice emerald green jacket. We see repetition of the hands, and repetition of body parts is something that we see in a lot of Ren Hang's work. I would say this work is aesthetically evaluative. It's nice to look at. There's glossiness in his mother's face and in her lipstick and in her nails that's picked up by the flash, and the flash also gives us these nice bold shadows, emphasizing the difference between the black and white in the photo and the red and green as their complementary colors. However, I would also say that this work is interpretive because of the distant, dazed look in his mother's eyes. It's almost as if she doesn't really know what's going on, as if she doesn't know where those other hands are coming from. In this image, we see 2 human forms contorted together to make a new sort of creature together. We see a head with Ren Hang's classic long black glossy hair and red lips, but overall Hang is exploring the human body as an abstract form through this highly performative posing. It's very interesting to look at, and because the background is so limited, it really forces you to look at the subject and try to figure out and understand what's going on. Though the artist may not have had ethically evaluative intent initially, the way the figure stares defiantly at the camera almost comes off as a challenge, which mirrors the way that Hang's work challenged the modesty and the censorship of the Chinese government. Both figures are nude, but neither of them are showing their genitalia, so they're nude in a way that is showing but unshowing, which is feeding into the censorship of the Chinese government while also directly rebelling against it. Ren Hang identified as a gay male, and in his work, he broke borders between male and female in hopes of creating an equal understanding of the body, which we can see in this image here. In this image, he's abstracting the body again. In this case, he has these 3 genderless bodies, which he's put into a Celtic knot sort of shape. And because they have no heads or faces, they're devoid of human association. This image is highly interpretive. Because of the blank background, like in the previous image, we're forced just to look at this form here and try to understand this abstraction. It's also aesthetically evaluative. He's using the rule of 3, the rule of odds, because it's more interesting to the eye of the viewer. And in certain contexts, like the last photo, it could be ethically evaluative as well, because these figures are nude, but again, not showing their genitalia or even showing their faces. Here are some more of Ren Hang's works where we can see his consistent vision and expression through repeated motifs, like saturated color, natural elements, use of flash, and repetition. These elements make a picture unmistakably Ren Hang's. His incorporation of the bizarre and surreal both challenge and interest audiences around the world. Though not inherently political, Ren's bold, authentic self-expression in the face of adversity and censorship will continue to inspire even years after his death.